what's up guys, HackyDude1940 here, and we are back with the Colorado Avalanche. And before we get into the GM mode, there's just one thing I'd like to do. I'd like to give someone a shout out. Someone who left a comment on my trade day video. His name is Diego Garcia, and he said, "You put out so much amazing content, I still can't believe you are only at 26 subs. That, I know I replied in the comments and said that means so much, but, honestly, that means so much to me. That is awesome. When I get a comment saying, oh, I love that video, or just a like, or anything like that, that puts a smile on my face. That's just awesome. I love that. Thank you so much for commenting that. That is awesome. That motivates me to put out, more and more videos. Like I said, I'm getting an Elgato and stuff in about 2 weeks. So then I'll be able to put out even more content and better content. So that's awesome. That just put me in a really good mood. But yeah, and also kind of off of the YouTube topic, I just had an interesting 2-minute long Skype conversation. It was very interesting, and ended in me saying bye and then blocking that user. I won't go too far into detail, but it was just interesting. I thought I'd just point that out because it happened pretty much right after I recorded the last video. If it was one of you guys trolling me, let me know, because that was weird. But yeah, now let's get into the GM mode. Now that we're already 2 minutes into this video, finally getting to what you guys came here for. Let's just simulate the final game before the trade deadline. I don't think we're going to make any trades. I think we're just going to go right over the trade deadline. Patrick Kane and Boucher, and that's the end of the game. Boucher and Kane, both 2-goal games for them. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, this team's doing pretty well right now. And actually, what I've been thinking about recently, I know this GM mode isn't even halfway over, and I'm already thinking about the next one, but I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough time to do another GM mode for NHL 14. I don't think I'm going to. What my plans are for NHL 15 is my first GM mode for NHL 15 is going to be the Rangers, only because it's a new game, it's a new system, and I'm going to want to use, my favorite team, the Rangers. I think that'd just be cool. And then, I'll be able to use other teams. But if I do these GM modes daily for NHL 15, like I am trying to do for NHL 14, then I'll probably be able to do 4 or 5 teams by the time the game is over. But yeah, our team's doing pretty well right now. 36, 22, and 3 could be a little bit better. Oh, we beat Chicago there. That's huge. Last time I checked, they were the best team in the West, so that's pretty big right there. The Unstoppable Predators, and what's going to happen? Oh, we beat them. There we go. The Winnipeg Jets, another team fighting for the top spot in the West. We take them down too. Wow, our team's on a roll here after the trade deadline. I like it. But the last couple of days, I guess I'll actually talk about the Rangers a little bit here, because there's really nothing else to talk about. I mean, it's pretty much, it's pretty much that boring, dead part of the off season. NHL 14 is, pretty much, going downhill. The real NHL, there's not much going on. So there's really not much to talk about. But the Rangers signed Matthew Lombardi to a 2-year deal, paying him $800,000 a year. And I like that signing. I mean, Lombardi, I know he spent last year in the Swiss Elite League or something like that. I know he played in Switzerland. I'm not sure how good he is as far as, shooting and passing and all that kind of stuff. I know he's incredibly fast, which is nice. And we also signed Lee Stepniak today to a 1-year, $900,000 deal, which I really like that deal. Lee Stepniak played great for the Penguins last year, especially in the playoffs. So that's great. And one thing I was kind of worried about with the Rangers this season is that they lost so many core, so many great players to free agency, like Brian Boyle, Benoit Pouliot, Brad Richards, and I know they don't sound like amazing players, but they were big parts of the Rangers core. I mean, Pouliot, Zuccarello, and Brassard, that was our best line all season. Brian Boyle was an amazing player for the past few years, especially in the playoffs. He did amazing. A big body who can, hit, score, skate. He can do everything. Brad Richards obviously are a top 2 line center. That's huge. So the Rangers, and they were saying that Jesper Fast and JT Miller were gonna play in the third line this year. And honestly, I don't really like those guys yet in the NHL team. I mean, JT Miller has had a couple of cracks at the NHL roster the past couple of years, and he just hasn't proven himself. He hasn't really impressed me in any way. I think he played a game or 2 in the playoffs. Jesper Fast, I know, played against the Flyers, but neither of them impressed me. And I don't think they're ready for a third line role on a team who's looking to, win the Stanley Cup. It feels good to finally be able to say that the Rangers are looking to win the Cup. I mean, I wouldn't say they're a team that could beat the LA Kings or the Blackhawks or the Ducks or any of them. But, after you lose in the Stanley Cup final, your expectations are just simply so high. I mean, the expectations for the Rangers now is, anything less than a Stanley Cup appearance is pretty much a disappointment. You're going downhill. That's why it's so important that you make it to the Cup and you win it. Because if you lose, then, anything less than that, it's not very good. But yeah, Matthew Lombardi and Lee Stepniak, those are perfect third-line players. Lombardi can take over the third-line center position, Stepniak on the right, and then either, I guess, Hagelin or Zuccarello on the left. I'm not sure who would play that third-line role. Yeah, the Rangers, they were kind of, Glenn Sather, he was kind of scaring me there for a bit. Actually, I saw some top 10 goalie there. Scout those guys a little bit. He was kind of scaring me. I thought we were actually going to go into the season with a couple rookies on our third line. That wasn't looking good. We still need a fourth liner. I've heard about this guy, Ryan Haggerty. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He's actually listed on the Rangers roster right now. I'm not sure what type of player he is. I'm not sure if he's a grinder, an enforcer, or something. The name Ryan Haggerty, he sounds like a tough guy, but I don't know what he actually is. Hopefully he's a fourth liner, because that's what we need right now. We traded Dorsett. Yeah, the Rangers, they're looking okay for next season. I'm not getting my hopes up that they're gonna, finish, top of the division, Eastern Conference Final appearance. I'm not raising my expectations that high. I'm just hoping for good seasons out of, Rick Nash, Marty St. Louis, and Henrik Lundqvist. I just really want those few guys to just have amazing years and get into the playoffs. Just get to the playoffs. Stat night for Jonathan Huberdeau. Okay, I don't even know why I read that. Actually, we'll simulate up to see who we're facing in the playoffs. The St. Louis Blues, top of simulation. That's not the team I wanted to face in the first round. Wanted 40 wins, I got 54. So pretty successful regular season. 54, 23, and 5. Wow. Weren't we like 33 and 20 at the trade deadline? Did we go like 20 and 3 or something like that after the trade deadline? Let's actually look at that. Yeah, 5 wins in a row, 5 and 3 there. 6, 7, 8, 9 and 3, 10, 12 and 3. Wow. 16. Yeah, we went 18 and 3 after the trade deadline. 19 and 3 if you count this game. Wow. What an end to the regular season. That's crazy. Alright, so we're facing the St. Louis Blues in the first round. We'll check out their roster after we check out the standings and the stats. Team standings. Wow. Alright, we clinched the Western Conference. I'm not sure if we won the Presidents. Yeah, we did. Wow, is that our first President's Trophy? I think it is. Wow, so Colorado Avalanche were the President's Trophy winners. Very nice. Wow, we were like 7th in the NHL at the trade deadline. We turned it around. And, we won the President's Trophy. That's crazy. It keeps flipping over. I'm not meaning to do that. It's like a magnet. It just keeps dragging me to the Rangers. There we go. So the Rangers, it looks like, won the Eastern Conference, and the Colorado Avalanche won the Western Conference and the league, it looks like. Nice. All right. Goals for per game, top of the league, 3.24. Goals against per game, 4th in the league, 2.33, not bad. Power play percentage, 4th in the league, 20.9%. Whereas penalty kill percentage, 14th. Okay, that could get a little bit better, but every team has its weakness. Our weakness is penalty killing. What are you going to do? Home record, 27-10-4. So pretty identical records there for home and away. It doesn't really matter. But, yeah, so those are the team stats. President's Trophy. Wow, I didn't expect that from this season. I really didn't. Player stats. Let's see. I saw Reed Boucher was up there in the goal scoring. That's crazy. Reed Boucher, he's a low overall, but he gets the job done. He really does. He gets it done better than Alexander Ovechkin. Points. Oh, so close. Patrick the Showtime Kane, he was 1 point off his first 100-point season in the NHL. Oh my god, this guy, he's so unlucky. Look at this. 98 points, 98 points, 99 points. He just can't get that one last point. Ah, Patrick Kane, you're so close. 34 goals, 65 assists, 99 points. What a beast. Worth every penny he's making. Completely worth the $10.8 million. Completely worth it. I don't care at the beginning of the year if I have to spend 10 minutes just getting Varlamov on the team because of this guy's salary cap hit. Doesn't matter. What a player this guy is. Matthew Shane, 94 points. 31 goals. Unbelievable. By far his best. Actually, no, he had 111 points back here. Still one of his best seasons. Unbelievable. Reed Boucher, look at this guy. 48 goals, 2 off of a 50-goal season in just his third year in the NHL. 81 points. Unbelievable. And this guy is only 85 overall. But, look at that shooting category. Unbelievable. Nathan McKinnon, 76 points, 25 goals on the second line. Oh man, I'm yawning a little bit there. It's really late at night right now. Tyler Toffoli, 52. This guy must be on the second line. I think I put him on the second line. I forgot to check, but I think he's definitely on the second line. He has to be. There's no way he's that many points on the third line. Ryan Murray, 40 points. A great first full year with him in Colorado, or for him, I mean. And then it kind of trails off a little bit here. Julius Honka, 33 points. Really want to keep an eye on him. That's pretty much it. And then goalies. Varlamov, 2.22 goals against average. 11 shutouts. And a 92.67 goals against average, or save percentage, I mean. What does that rank him in the past couple of years? Look at these seasons. 53 wins, 51 wins, 54 wins. I know he plays every single game, but still. Yeah, his best goals against average in the NHL so far, other than this season. That was the AHL that he played in the preseason. Oh, yeah, sorry about the yawning, guys. It's really late. Save percentage. Yeah, one of his best seasons statistically. So Varlamov, he's been kind of shaky the past couple of seasons, but statistically his best season in a little while. Let's look at the awards, actually. I want to see, did we win a President's Trophy? No, we didn't. Alright, so it is our first President's Trophy. That's nice. And let's quickly check out the Blues roster. It's going to have to be really quick. A few lines. Let's quickly go to this. St. Louis. Alright, so first line, Steen, Backes, Schwartz. I mean, this team, the Blues, they're a good team. They have good players, obviously, good overalls. But they don't have any snipers. And in this game, I really believe that snipers are key. And they only have one sniper, and it's Tarasenko in the third line. They just don't have any snipers, and I think that's really important. They look like a great defensive team that can really keep the puck out of the net, but just no goal scoring. On defense, this is where they really have it. Shattenkirk, 88, Pietrangelo, 90, Bouwmeester, 87, Cole, 84. And then you got Polak and Koliakovo. Unbelievable. And then in the net, Ryan Miller, 88 overall. This team, they're incredible defensively. I just don't know if they have what it takes offensively, which is our main strength. So that is going to do for this episode, guys. In the next episode, we will simulate round 1 of the Year 4 playoffs. I will see you guys in the next episode.